I'm going to tell you a little story. Imagine a world where companies invest millions in creating products and services without really knowing if it will have a positive impact on their bottom line. A world where decisions are made blindly without real performance indicators. Sounds scary, right? Well, guess what? That world exists. And it's the one we live in today. Today, we'll reveal how to measure the return on investment of user experience, UX, or ROI, even if you know absolutely nothing about UX. Ready to discover how to make the invisible visible? Let's get started. Before we begin, it's important to define some key terms. First, user experience, or UX, refers to the set of emotions, feelings, and perceptions experienced by a user when using a product or service. It encompasses everything from the interface design to ease of use and overall satisfaction. Next, return on investment, or ROI, is a financial indicator used to measure the profitability of an investment. Finally, the ROI of UX involves evaluating the financial impact of actions taken to improve the user experience. Now that we've defined these terms, it's essential to understand why it's crucial to measure the ROI of UX. First and foremost, it helps justify investments in improving user experience to the company's stakeholders. By having concrete data on the financial benefits of UX enhancements, it becomes easier to secure budget and resources for UX initiatives. Second, measuring ROI aids in prioritizing actions based on their potential impact on revenue. By identifying which UX improvements lead to the greatest return, companies can focus their efforts on the most profitable areas. Finally, measuring the ROI of UX allows you to optimize resources allocated to UX and continuously improve the experience offered to users. To measure the ROI of UX, you need to rely on key performance indicators, or KPIs. These indicators help assess the success and impact of UX initiatives. We'll present the main KPIs to consider, divided into three categories: quantitative indicators, qualitative indicators, and financial indicators. Quantitative indicators provide measurable data on user behavior and satisfaction. Some common examples include conversion rates, task completion rates, time on task, bounce rates, and average session duration. These metrics give you a numerical understanding of how users interact with your product or service and help you identify areas for improvement. Qualitative indicators, on the other hand, offer insights into the subjective experience of users. These include user feedback, usability testing observations, user satisfaction surveys, heat maps, and eye tracking studies. By combining qualitative and quantitative data, you can gain a more comprehensive understanding of the user experience and identify pain points and areas for improvement. Financial indicators focus on the impact of UX improvements on the company's bottom line. These may include metrics like increased revenue, reduced support costs, improved customer lifetime value, customer retention rates, and return on investment. Now that we know the main indicators of UX ROI, it's time to move on to the calculation itself. For this, we'll use a simple formula: ROI, CAI, gain, cost. In our case, the gain represents the increase in revenue generated by improving the user experience, while the cost represents the investments made to improve UX. By quantifying the financial impact of UX enhancements and comparing it to the cost involved, you can determine the ROI for your UX initiatives. It's important to note that calculating the ROI of UX can sometimes be complex, especially due to the difficulty of isolating the impact of UX on revenues. That's why it's recommended to proceed step by step and evaluate the impact of UX on each key performance indicator before calculating the overall ROI. By taking a systematic approach, you can ensure accuracy and reliability in your ROI calculation. Once you have calculated the ROI of UX, it's crucial to communicate the results effectively to the company's stakeholders. Present the data in a clear and concise manner, highlighting the financial benefits and impact of UX improvements. Use visuals such as charts, graphs, and infographics to make the information more engaging and understandable. By effectively communicating the ROI of UX, you can gain support and buy-in from decision makers in the organization. Now that that you understand the importance of measuring the ROI of UX and the method for calculating it, let's explore some best practices for optimizing UX ROI. Firstly, it's essential to conduct user research and usability testing before implementing any UX changes. This will help you identify pain points and areas for improvement, ensuring that your efforts are focused on the right areas. Additionally, involve stakeholders from various departments in the decision-making process to gather diverse perspectives and ensure alignment with business goals. Collaboration and cross-functional involvement are key to maximizing the effectiveness of UX initiatives. Furthermore, it's crucial to establish a feedback loop and continuously iterate on your UX improvements. Monitor the key performance indicators regularly and analyze the impact of UX changes on user behavior and engagement. Listen to user feedback and make data-driven decisions to refine and optimize the user experience. UX is not a one-time investment. It's an ongoing process that requires adaptation and improvement based on user needs and expectations. In conclusion, measuring the ROI of UX is essential for justifying investments, prioritizing actions, and continuously improving the user experience. By utilizing key performance indicators and a systematic approach, you can calculate the ROI and demonstrate the financial impact of UX improvements. Effective communication of the ROI results and incorporating best practices for optimizing UX ROI will further enhance the success of your UX initiatives. Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments if you're already measuring the ROI of UX in your company, and if so, what are the main challenges you're facing? Don't hesitate to share your experiences and tips with our community.